We're staying at Universal's space-themed hotel.
Let's tour.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sam.
And you're watching the Theme Park Foodies. We are staying at Universal's Stella Nova Resort to celebrate our 15,000 subscriber milestone for YouTube. This weekend is going to be all about us experiencing HHN, not filming, but while we're here, we wanted to film a full tour, a full guide of one of Universal's newest resorts. For those that don't know, Stella Nova, Terra Luna, and the Helios Grand are considered Universal's Epic Universe resorts. They're the closest resorts to Universal's Epic Universe. Two of them, Stella Nova and Terra Luna, are considered prime value resorts, which is kind of one step up from the bottom tier of Universal resorts. We have stayed actually at every Universal resort except for the Hard Rock Resort as well as Terra Luna Resort. But we actually have a video on the food over at Terra Luna, which is very similar to the food here. We're going to document our entire stay, provide a complete guide and review of our experience here, go over some neat little aspects. Right when we walked in, we're actually on the third floor, we saw a star pattern right in the ceiling, right, Sam?
Yeah, so it has a really cool intergalactic space theme around the resort. The outside tiles, there's 144,000 hand-placed acid wash tiles. Really cool design.
Those tiles will actually change color during different times of the day as the sun rises and sets. So it kind of adds to that kind of galactic theme here. You can walk to the Epic Universe from here. Unfortunately, we won't be going to Epic Universe during our stay. We're staying here for Halloween Horror Nights, but we want to try a bunch of the food out. We actually already had lunch here, and it was pretty good, right?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Universal value resorts, but they always have great quick service. For some reason, amazing quesadillas everywhere you go.
I'm already having a better time than when we stayed at the Helios Grand.
Yeah, it's great. We've been here less than an hour, and so many things already have been better than Helios, which is crazy. Yeah,
if you saw that video, we'll probably link it at the end of this video, that Helios Grand Tour. Probably our least favorite Universal resort, believe it or not. Although maybe we have to do a restay there once they get a little bit better. There's so much to do here, even though it's considered, just one up, instead of a value, it's a prime value. The difference between prime values and values is that the values don't have jacuzzis. So you have a jacuzzi here. You also have a full fitness center, a game room, a quick service restaurant, which the burger I had at, we'll put a picture right in front of my face right now, was delicious. Sam, you also had the quesadilla, which was delicious.
Yeah, we also had a brownie. The room, I think, is bigger than the room that we had at Helios Grand.
We're going to provide first a full room tour so you guys can see the room. Then we're going to do a complete grounds tour. We'll review breakfast as well as lunch. And at the end, we'll go over whether we think this is one of Universal's best values. Weekday stay here was $135 for one night. You do have to pay for parking, but that's pretty sweet. And you also get an hour early entry to Epic Universe as well as Islands of Adventure during the time we're staying. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Join us for our stay at one of Universal Orlando's newest resorts. If you go to the third floor, you'll be able to find a star pattern ceiling to the right of the elevators. It's very nice, very scenic in there. All right, we are staying in room 3087, which is on the third floor. Let's head inside. All right, first thing you'll notice to the right is they have a nice area to kind of plug your shoes at. They also have adjoining rooms if you need them. Full vanity mirror. My apologies for the echo in here. It is pretty close to here though, so can't really stand back too much. Right in front of our shoes is going to be the closet. See more whites and grays. There's a lot of space in here, so in the closet you'll be able to find your safe, your extra pillow and blanket. A lot of storage space right up top here. Right below that, some hangers. They have a laundry bag if you need to get laundry done. Your ironing board, and then to your right you'll be able to find your iron. As you can see, pretty big, a lot of nice storage space. Front of the closet you can see your sink, which is separated from the bathroom. I like that. Some standard Stella Nova branded facial soap. Sink is decently deep, obviously some tissues. Out to this little right corner we'll have your hair dryer, extra toilet paper and tissues right there in the back. And then to the right of that will be your hand towels and washcloths. Interesting to me, no barn door. Standard door, which I feel like you're not really seeing much anymore. I prefer it in a place like this. The barn doors are just a little too loud. You can find your towels right above the Jean. Sliding door right here. And then you have this towel, which can be used as your floor bath mat, and they are already getting more points than Helios Grand. Helios Grand, we were missing some soaps, but not here at the Stella Nova. We have their branded shampoo and conditioner. Inside to the right here, this bar will be your bath soap. Design-wise, I do like that the shower head is on a separate section than the handle, so you won't get wet. I think it's important to note there is no clothesline in here. However, behind your door, they do have some space, I guess, to hang your towels or a bathing suit. They also have a spot on the back of the door as well. I've heard some complaints about the sensors in the room. I will say the AC wasn't on when we got in. We put it down to 71 and went down pretty quick, but I'm hoping it stays on. That AC unit is to the right as you walk into the main bedroom area. I've never seen this before. There's like a curtain in front of the bathroom that's next to the bed.
I don't know the use.
If you guys know the purpose of it, let us know. I guess it's kind of like a privacy curtain, so if you wanted to get changed over here, you could kind of just close that and hopefully no one just walks over there. To your right is the coffee maker. No Keurig here. I'm not going to even try to say that because Sam and I are... Is it Cuisinart or Cuisinart? Let us know in the comments how you think this is pronounced. Then you have the private selection of coffees, little coffee cups. I usually just take these home with me. An ice bucket right behind that. And then the fridge is in this little closet, which I like. It's separated from everything else. It like tells you, hey, I'm a fridge. Come look at me. We actually have our quesadillas sitting in here right now. They have this interesting light that you actually have to use a switch to turn on. I think it's supposed to look like an emanating sun. Definitely adds a nice aesthetic to the room. And to the right, we have this desk area. I will say the drawers aren't too spacious, not compared to the other ones. Give you a little rundown of what's here at the resort. To the right, you can see your Stella Nova branded pen and memo pad. I always take these home with me. They have a Stella Nova branded phone, and in this little case next to the phone, they have three USBs, one USB-C, and two standard plugs. Now the couch is kind of built in to this desk, which I think properly utilizes space. They also have a little area that you can kind of take in and out if you want to have some dinner right here on the couch. In front of the couch, we have a big flat screen TV that is apps, a TV guide. It actually even says our name on there. I'll give you a whole guide to the resort, as well as your days at the parks. Then of course, we have the beds, some pink pillows on them. Right above the beds is a star pattern. It's supposed to be like you're sleeping amongst the stars. It's actually a lighting package and a little light to the left there that'll illuminate that, as well as illuminate the light right above that porthole. That porthole, I think, is supposed to be kind of you're looking out into the stars. If you have a view of Epic Universe, it kind of could feel like that, but we kind of just have a view of the ceiling, which we'll see in a bit. I think it's important to note you are sharing a nightstand in the center. There are no nightstands next to either section of the bed. And also underneath these beds, you don't have any storage space. It's, so you only have the storage space that's given. However, on this nightstand, you're going to have two USB areas. One's going to be in the clock. You have one USB in the clock, one USB-C, and then one USB and one USB-C right above the outlets in there. So a total of 5 USBs and 2 USB-Cs. It also looks like you could charge your phone up here. It's a wireless charger. And they got a little mushroom clock. No iPad here, just your remote, which I prefer. I always have issues with those iPads. I don't think that technology has been perfected yet. Speaking of, you could use your phone. They have a web remote. You just scan that little QR code and you can control the TV with your phone. The Do Not Disturb sign says, dreams are universal. There's nothing on the back though. Now let's take a look at our view. Like I said, standard view of the roof. Although the roof is clean, you can see some apartment complexes, some hotels, great views of Orlando, and you can see the Orange County Convention Center kind of back there, as well as the Terra Luna Resort, which is the sister resort to here. Initial thoughts on the room? Well, I think there could be more space to store your items. I think it's very spacious for the price. $135 weekdays, pretty good.
I am going to start a petition, though, for people who design hotels to put nightstands on both sides of the bed. I feel like it's so many hotels that we've stayed at recently that's been an issue.
Yeah, it would be nice to have another nightstand. I feel like you have to pay for a deluxe to get an extra nightstand. There's also a cool design aesthetic with the entire hotel where they kind of interweave everything to make it feel like you're traversing the stars. At least it's what it says online, so I'm repeating it right now. And I do like the pattern above the ceiling. Oh, wow, look at that right now. It's kind of a cool shot of us. I think that's more theming than you actually got at the Helios Grand, So I feel like the Helios Grand, they were having challenges where they wanted to be fancy or more space themed, and that they kind of conflicted those two. However, now, you know what I'm going to do, Sam?
hit the ground?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the ground store. Let's start the store outside. The first thing, of course, you'll notice are all those reflective tiles. Strangely enough, I don't know why there are no tiles kind of right over this little area. However, they are very nice as the sun glistens against them. As you walk up, you'll notice an awning that covers the cars into the main lobby area. That awning has a black background, and it's black above it with a blue light encompassing it, representing a black hole that's kind of sucking you in to explore the universe of Stella Nova. To the right of that awning, or if you make a right, you'll find the rideshare pickup, which is this very broad area over here. You can also see the Helios Grand in the background. The parking for hotel guests will be $30 a night and $65 for visitors. To the left of this awning is where you can find your bus transportation, which will take you to both to Epic Universe and City Walk. All right, let's head into this black hole. You can see that blue light is reflected in the glass back there. And with the way they have the light pattern set up, it does kind of look like you're being sucked into a black hole with this constantly revolving door. You can see on this door, they have some star patterns. All right, let's head into Stella Nova. It's a lot cooler inside the black hole. First thing you'll notice is the Nova bar straight ahead, and to the left will be the check-in desk as well as luggage services. To the right, you'll see the Universal Studios store as well as the Vacation Planning Center. I'm going to bear left and show you what you can find over here first. Chandelier is minimalistic but very nice. Look at these chairs. They look like an Epcot design, a geodesic design. Now to the left, you're going to find Cosmos Market and Cafe. A lot of good seating in there as well as USB ports near the market. Interestingly enough, the market is the Starbucks and the cafe is the quick service. I feel like it should be the opposite. Now, usually there'll be some grab-and-go pizzas here available until 12 a.m. during Halloween Horror Nights. They also have some grab-and-go sandwiches. Now, this is the market. This is kind of like the Starbucks here. Sandwiches actually look pretty good. Also have some yogurt, fresh fruit, and all different types of cold drinks. Now I've been on a bit of an ice cream kick. The ice cream in here looks pretty good, especially the Cookie Monster back there that's blue. They have an Oreo red velvet. This is really good. I always see the cookies in here. And all of the Universal Resorts are really good. And they have sweets down here. Look at that walnut chocolate brownie. They'll heat that up for you in the cafe. They have some croissants, blueberry muffins, banana muffins, donuts. The market area will be open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And you'll see a lot of texture in here. I like the design aesthetic a lot. It's minimalistic, but it has a lot going on for it. Now as we head back to the front, the first thing you see to the right is the Universal Studios store. Let's see if they have any specific merchandise here. Interesting to me, they don't have any Halloween Horror Nights merch in here really right now, except for 2 shirts I'll show you guys. You'll obviously see the Super Nintendo World stuff, the Isle of Berk stuff, and they have still have the opening May 2025 shirt, which I thought I was not going to be able to get past May. These are the 2 HHN shirts they have. So this is the one with all the IP houses. This is the one with all the houses on them. The Universal Studios store will also be your pharmacy here. So you'll be able to get all of your Tylenol, Pepto if you need it, your toiletries. If you need diapers, they're in here. I always recommend grabbing some sunscreen. As we continue left, we'll see the elevators. If we make a left past those elevators, the first thing you're going to see on your left-hand side is the game room. This game room is open from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. It has air hockey right at the front. Interestingly enough, a SpongeBob SquarePants VR game, which I've never seen before. And then pretty much all the standard happens that you would have in a game room, including Mario Kart towards the back. And then right past the game room is the fitness center. I've said previously that I think Lowe's is some of the best gym hotels I can go to. And this is $135 a night on a weekday, and it's an amazing gym hotel. It's open from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily. The dumbbells go up to 75 pounds, which is very unlikely at most hotels. Usually they only go up to 50 pounds. They have a bench, cable crossover machine. They have a Stairmaster, multiple treadmills. They even have a treadmill that's kind of curved, so it feels like you're more so running on the ground. Beautiful view straight into the pool from the interior of the gym. They also have a Smith machine towards the back, which you very rarely see at a gym. Again, this is $135 a night. Very rarely will you get something like this. They have towels and headphones towards the back left, as well as 2 separate locker rooms. So this is a very impressive gym hotel, especially for the price. The best gym hotel I've ever been to, the Jack LaLanne Fitness Center Hotel over at the Cabana Bay Beach Resort. If you're a gym fan, highly recommend going over there. All right, I think it's time for us to check out the pool. Now you can actually get to the pool from the gym or from the main lobby towards the back. Now the pool is open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. If you enter the pool through the main lobby area, there's actually, before you get into the pool, a little fire pit that overlooks the pool. It's very nice over there. Pool is large. To the left of the pool, you're able to find The jacuzzi to the right, there's a lot of different lounge seating, and they have a splash pad area for kids, which they kind of had at the Helios, but I think it's nicer here. They also have the Galaxy Grill, which is in the pool area. It's headed towards, almost tucked towards the back left. Similar menu as the cafe on the inside. Only difference is that at the Galaxy Grill, they're going to have fish tacos as well as hot dogs. Under the awning towards the left, it's right next to jacuzzi, they also have the Galaxy Bar, which has a ton of celestial themed drinks, a lot of nice covered seating. It's a very relaxing area. You can see the Terra Luna Resort, which is the sister resort, right off into the background. The reflective tiles kind of glow back into the pool. This is a nice scenic little area. I don't think it's particularly themed amazingly, but I keep bringing up Helios Grand. I do like it better than Helios Grand because you don't have a show building right towards the back. You have some of Orlando behind you, but it's really just the reflective tiles, a little bit of Orlando, and then Terra Luna off to the back. It's a very nice area, big jacuzzi, big pool, and a lot of lounge seating. I'm really enjoying the aesthetic here, the way the design elements interweave, and the way it feels that you're kind of exploring, almost like it is kind of a theme park, the resort itself. All right, that does it for the grounds tour. Tomorrow tonight we're gonna spend the night, and then tomorrow we're gonna check out both breakfast and lunch. All right, we are up and at 'em and ready to have breakfast. We got a smorgasbord of breakfast eats to show you what they have here. Everything looks good. Lowe's usually does the food very well. Sam, you got the Eggs Benedict. It's a quick service Eggs Benedict, and it looks great. I think we know what's on it in this, if you know Eggs Benedict, but what is on it in this?
2 poached eggs, Canadian bacon, English muffin, hollandaise sauce, and breakfast potatoes. And I've already snuck a bunch of breakfast potatoes while we were doing B-roll. There's still so many. Very generous with the portions. And I feel like after having the Eggs Benedict at Horror Nights, like I needed a real Eggs Benedict, because that was not an Eggs Benedict. If you know, you know. That was an Egg McMuffin.
That was an Egg McMuffin. And just so you guys know, you can get a pass holder discount here if you're an annual pass holder. Look at the nice goo runoff on that poached egg. Oh, you're just gonna eat it like that? Unconventional. Oh, that's why it's unconventional, because you lose the top of your egg. All right, we've rectified the situation.
I don't know why I felt like that was the time to like pick up an Eggs Benedict. It's a good hollandaise sauce, nice toasted English muffin. The ham is okay.
Well, it's Canadian bacon.
Jason just had to wipe hollandaise sauce off of my shirt. I'm struggling today. We went to Horror Nights last night. I stayed up till like midnight, which is really late for me.
We usually wake up like 4 hours after midnight, 4 a.m.
Honestly, it's good. But to me, the star are the breakfast potatoes.
I feel like for a quick service Eggs Benedict, it looks amazing.
No, it is good. I don't think it's like the most high quality Canadian bacon, but the rest of it is really good. I'm gonna give it a 7.
Most Disney resorts don't have Eggs Benedict for breakfast. Look at this. I got the Croque Madame. I call it Croque Madame. Sam, what's on it in this?
Sourdough bread, ham, Swiss cheese sauce, over easy eggs, breakfast potatoes.
Over easy eggs at a quick service restaurant? I mean, let's look at this. Look at that cross section. That is
just gooed out as you said that.
Looks great.
It is bright in here. I did not drink last night. Literally, we had Dr. Pepper floats before HHN, and I feel hungover.
Great Swiss cheese flavor. Nice run of the egg. I think out of the breakfast options, this is the one to go to. I haven't had a breakfast potato yet, so I'm gonna try one.
I've had so many.
They're
good. Like honestly, they're better than the Eggs Benedict.
These are great. This is a great breakfast. I mean, for quick service, I'm gonna go 8. I would like another egg just to add some more like runniness to it, but like it's exceptional for quick service. And the pancakes look really good too. So we got the banana walnut pancakes. I mean, look at these. They're a stack of 2 pancakes, definitely shareable. You gotta get your breakfast dessert.
Were they cooking like them fresh? Because it looks like it doesn't look like it was like a, rubbery reheated pancake. It looks like a fresh cooked pancake.
They're making them fresh in the back. You get the nice texture from the walnuts. They drizzle a little bit of sweet stuff right on top.
Caramelized bananas.
Yeah, well, let me get a little caramelized banana on here. Let's try that out. Nice and fluffy, great texture, right amount of sweetness. I don't think that you're gonna need to put more syrup on top of this. It's got the right amount of sweetness on it. The texture is right because you got the banana that's soft, the walnut that adds a little crunch. This is one of the stars for me. I don't think the pancakes are if you go to a pancake house. I'm not talking IHOP, but if you go to a First Watch or something that makes really good pancakes, they're probably better conceptually there. But I think for a quick service pancake, and the fact they're made fresh, it definitely has to raise the stakes here. So I'm gonna go 8 again with this. Very good. I think this was good. The croque is good. Your thing was good. So far, like breakfast, I mean, Lowe's has never really let me down, I feel like, with the inside hotel food. So they're doing good things in the restaurants. As promised, we're back for lunch. But I will say, I did not imagine having a salad for lunch. We got so stuffed from that breakfast. I'm sure you guys saw how hefty it was.
Yeah, this is really kind of like pre-dinner. We're about to go to HHN. It's like 6 o'clock-ish. Breakfast was very filling and delicious. But
We did have lunch yesterday. I think we brought it up in the beginning.
yeah, is amazing.
The quesadilla and the burger were both great. I would give the burger a 7 and the quesadilla an 8. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. And I had it left over. Like I had saved half of it, and I had it last night cold when we got back from HHN. And I think even cold was...
So this is the Caesar salad, ladies and gentlemen. It is, as it sounds, it is just romaine lettuce. They give you the bag sauce you have to actually have to pick up yourself. Good old Ken and his salad dressing. It costs extra to add chicken. It was extra $6 to add chicken here. The salad itself was already $10. A decent portion, but $16 for a salad does not sound optimal in my opinion. I'm thinking the lunch we had yesterday was probably a little bit better. But now you guys know they're not putting a lot of effort into the salad. It's the fattening foods they want you to eat.
It was also, I think, $9 if you wanted to add a piece of salmon. But we need some lettuce before we go into HHN, because if you've seen the HHN videos, not the healthiest of food options.
Yeah, I needed actual real food.
I mean, the chicken does look like it's seasoned.
I'm sure it's quality options, but definitely expensive.
Not enough protein.
It's literally just romaine, like a dash of Parmesan. And then they're like, here's the Ken. You actually have to pick up the Ken yourself. They don't even hand you a Ken.
Ken dressing is actually pretty good.
I do like the Ken dressing. I wanted to bring up, they will give you a buzzer, and then the buzzer will buzz, and you'll have to go to the window to pick up your food. So everything is made fresh.
Yeah, I mean, the chicken is such a small amount. It's good chicken, though. It doesn't taste like chewy or rubbery. Thank God. Sometimes that happens when you're eating quick service chicken. But this is like a ton of lettuce. I just gotta go 6. Like it's tasty, but it's basic, but that's definitely not enough chicken.
Definitely overpriced in my opinion.
Especially for that amount of lettuce.
All right, we're on our way to check out. So we wanted to break everything down for you guys, provide our formal review staying at Universal's Stella Nova Resort. Few issues that I think we had with the room is the toilet definitely has a flushing issue, right?
You do have to hold it down for a while. Also, no clothesline, for the wet bathing suits, no fan in the bathroom.
Yeah, and the AC unit, it does have a motion sensor, so it will shut off when you're sleeping at night. I will say we didn't have much of an issue with that because I feel like they keep the hallways so cool that it really will never get above 74. But, I'm kind of a cold sleeper, and I think a lot of people may want to, realize that. That being said, this is $135 a night. A lot of amenities that are included. You're getting early hour access to Epic Universe as well as Islands of Adventure. While we didn't take advantage of that, it is a great amenity.
Plus being able to even walk to Epic Universe.
Yeah, walk to Epic Universe, bus transportation everywhere. We had special entry for Halloween Horror Nights as well, which was great. I think the pool area is very nice. I didn't even bring this up before, but they actually have a little sand beach area towards the back of the pool. We've got a good pool bar. That being said, you have to compare this to the other prime value hotels, and I do think it is a little bit short in that regard, because if you look at Cabana Bay, they have that bowling alley where you can kind of sit down and have a meal at. If you look at Aventura, which is another prime value hotel, they have the rooftop bar, which you can sit down and have a meal at. Here, it's really only quick service, right?
But it's good quick service.
It is good.
I'll give them that.
Lowe's knows what they're doing with the quick services. And I will say when you compare kind of Universal's offerings to Disney's offerings, I think Disney has the better deluxe or high-end hotels, but Universal, I think, has the better cost-effective options. You're not going to find something for $135 a night over at Disney with the food they have here as well as the level of the amenities they have here.
Yeah, and we actually liked the pool and the hot tub here more than Helios.
I would say I liked the entire experience more than Helios. And that's... I think with Helios Grand, you are staying next to Epic Universe, and I think that the way they have structured that hotel, it does pay a lot of homage and attention to the Epic Universe theme park. But I feel like the architecture inside the hotel feels a little bit, in my feelings, and I know this might be a little controversial, a bit uninspired when compared to even this. Now, while it is very minimalistic in here, you can see right above us they have this beautiful headboard. Also, the way that they kind of wove the design throughout the main lobby, making you feel like you're exploring everything when you're walking into almost like a portal, like a black hole, as you walk into the resort. It's just very nice and kind of like captures that experience. Even though it's small and it's minimal, it feels like it's telling you a story. You're experiencing something. Helios, while the kind of architecture on the exterior is very grand, the interior, I think, leaves something to be desired, you know?
Yeah, we also felt the staff was a little nicer here, too. That just could vary, though. I mean, we had, unfortunately, not the best experience at Helios, so we're constantly going to be comparing everything to that.
Hopefully one day we'll be able to do a redemption over there. I think the Helios so far has been the weakest. We've stayed, again, at every Universal hotel except for Hard Rock and now Terra Luna, which is the sister hotel to this. We've been to Terra Luna, and I do think the design in here is a bit larger, a bit nicer than Terra Luna, but they're very similar. The beds are pretty comfortable, especially for $135 a night. The pillows were nice and soft. The beds are a little, like, I would say firmer than like maybe some of the deluxes, but not too firm. Definitely a nice, good new bed. And it was easy getting out of. The buses we waited a little bit for, but not too long. And
I feel like the longest we waited was, like 20 minutes? And that was just, we just missed one. There did seem to be a lot of Epic buses running, though. So this is more an Epic hotel than a Universal Studios Islands of Adventure hotel.
I also think during rush hour, you're probably going to wait for buses a little bit longer. We actually waited that extra 20-25 minutes during rush hour because these buses have to go through Orlando to be able to get to you. That's going to cause them to take a little bit longer. That being said, $135 a night for a weekday, $155 a night on a weekend. With this level of amenities, you're not going to be able to find that much anywhere else. Would I stay here again? Would you stay here again?
Yes.
Me too. And if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm. Helps other people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notifications. That way you're notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
Make the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. I will say I think the walls are a little bit thin.
I feel like that's everywhere, though. I feel like every hotel I've ever stayed at has thin walls.
Especially any new hotel. We had an issue like that at the Grand Floridian a little bit, too. The walls are very thin, you can hear. And the Polynesian.
I remember at Dollywood feeling that way. Like, I just feel like that's just unfortunately how it is. But, like, bring back fans in bathrooms and nightstands on both sides of the bed. Like, I don't know why that's not a thing, like a common thing anymore.
It does seem like when you pay for the higher-end hotels, you get those.
I'm happy, though, there was no barn door, though, for the bathroom. I don't like those doors.
As far as an HHN stay, I think the Cabana Bay, in my opinion, is probably the HHN hotel to stay at, but it's going to cost you a little bit more to stay there. That's also, I think, the best prime value. But
this was really fun, though.
It was, and it was cost effective. Perfect for us. One of my favorite little getaway weekends that we've had in a long time. And the people you see scrolling up on the screen right now, those are our members. I want to give a special thank you to them and their generosity for helping us fund this channel. If you have any interest in a membership, we have tiers as low as $1.99 a month with differing perks like early access to videos and credits credentials like you're seeing right now. If you have any interest in a membership, check out the join button below and you can learn about all those different tiers and perks. But even if you can't become a member, if you're someone who just consistently likes, comments, subscribes, engages with these videos in any way, your engagement, it helps us make more of them, and we feel very privileged to be able to make them. We appreciate you. And as always,
keep it going for Frank.